But how do we make this neighborhood even more identifiable? And that's where the councilman's really helped. We can't announce exactly where yet, but already you've seen signage up and down Payne, up and down Superior that identifies Ward 7. You see one with a very familiar face with a dragon dancer on it. But not only that, this is a neighborhood about our own people. So Councilman was generous enough to ask the leadership in this area if we were to name a street after one of our own people, who should that be? And there have been so many great leaders within this community. We reviewed them all, the things that they've done for this neighborhood, and the results were overwhelming. We have decided to name shortly, probably later this summer, one of our streets in Asiatown after Mr. Stanley Eng. Many of you may not know him, but I'm going to ask you to give him a round of applause anyways right now. His accomplishments are far too many, and we don't have time to go through them. But when I think of Mr. Stanley Eng, who unfortunately has passed years ago, but his legacy lives on right here in Asiatown. Mr. Stanley Eng is the true definition of gentleman. He had a reserved attitude, but what he did was look out for everyone in the neighborhood, the poor and especially the elderly. He looked at his peers and he looked at what they needed, and he took action to make sure that their needs were met. He was instrumental. Right up the street to my left is a housing apartment complex called Asian Evergreen Apartments. It was because of the efforts of Mr. Stanley Eng and some of his compatriots, but he spearheaded the efforts to make sure that the poor and the elderly had housing in this neighborhood, in their homes. He reached out and started many other groups in the program book. There's more information about that. He started a senior citizens group that now, even to this day, still exists, and they get served lunch to 50 people right here in Liwa Restaurant behind you. Again, please do look at all his accomplishments that are within the program book. But we thank you very much, Councilman, for making sure that his accomplishments are acknowledged. Thank you very much.